You made me all blush over here, but that's awesome. Hey, I'm so excited to see everybody here. Hey, first of all, I love the energy stuff and I love all those things. Let me know in the chat how many of you were on the call. Say me if you were on the call already at the beginning of this week. Let me know if you were on it. I'd just love to know. Just type me. And if you're driving, obviously don't text and drive. That would be really bad. But I'd love to know who was already on the call. And if you weren't, that's awesome. That's great. I just was curious how many people were on. So today we're going to go pretty fast. I'm going to cover some things maybe that we've already covered before. So if you already on, some of these things you might have already heard about. But what I'd love to know as well is how many of you did not jump in. So we had about I think at last count, we have like 200-300 people that have already joined the group, and I'm going to show you some of their experiences. So that part will be very different on this call, but let me jump right in and kind of go over with you guys a little bit about what this is all about. So first of all, my background, like Anita said, is if you rewind the tape now 25, almost 30 years, I can't believe how old I am now. That is absolute insanity. I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. When I was 12, 13 years old, I was just like, you know what? There's something about working for myself that's going to allow me to be creative. And my whole life, I have been trying to start business after business after business. My first dollar that I actually made was one of those mail-in things where I was, so what I used to do is I used to go to the supermarket with my parents and they would shop for like 2 hours and I would go to the library and magazine section. And there was always this magazine section that said opportunities to work from home or magazines like that. And I would sit there and I would flip through these things literally day after day after day. And then one day I started to realize just on my own, now, wait a minute. Why do people just take out ads in these magazines and then you send them money? That's how it used to work back in I'm talking now like early 90s, late 80s. Okay. So if you're way younger than me, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. But long story short, that's how I got started with marketing. And what I ended up doing is I took out my own ad and I said, hey, who wants to get this XYZ thing from me? And lo and behold, I was 12 years old. My parents were like supporting me and they're like, hey, yeah, don't worry if it doesn't work. Good job. Way to go, buddy. And all of a sudden, I remember 3 days later, I got like $50 in the mail. And then I got $5. And then I got $10 in the mail. Back then, $50 like $5. Well, to me, $50, I was like, that is all the money I need to rent video games the entire summer. Like it was like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat back then. That was the big games, right? You couldn't buy them. So I would just go rent them. And so anyway, that's how I got started with entrepreneurship. And the reason I tell you that is I got to tell you, you are living in like the greatest time to be an entrepreneur, to want to start your own business. And I think that's what we all have in common. Like we're all different, especially me. I think most of you are all ladies. I think there was one other dude on here was like, woohoo, what dude? And so, but what we do have in common is I think we all want to make the world better. We all want to make ourselves better. And we all want the best for everybody. And part of that, and everybody doesn't want to talk about it, but we obviously as entrepreneurs talk about it, we all need to make money in order to do that, right? And so many years ago, it was so tough to make money. But now, like the opportunities to do these things are everywhere. Now, full disclaimer everywhere. Obviously, we will talk about strategies and tools, but I just want to be very clear. I don't promise that you're going to have any success at all with doing anything that what I'm talking about. Okay. In fact, I am not drinking tea. This is complete alcohol. Do not listen to me. I have no idea what I am talking about. And that is my legal disclaimer that my lawyers made me say. So if I talk about any money whatsoever at any point, you will probably not have those results. Okay. So and to be totally honest, most people do give up on their dreams and they don't get those results, but I'm going to tell you how to shortcut all that stuff. So we're going to talk about how to instantly leapfrog every digital marketer and break any record of your choosing in your market. Now, before I do that, there's 97 of you on this call. And what I want from every single one of you, I want you to put in the chat what year, what year, you don't have to put your age. Okay. What year or age is up to you. Did you realize that you wanted to work for yourself? Okay, it doesn't mean that you've made it happen yet, but when did you get that itch? I want to know, when did you get that itch to start your own business? When did you start thinking, wait a minute, maybe there's something better than working a job that I love to call just before broke. Okay. Like you're literally broke out of your mind. I've been there. I've done that. And I've worked for some of the top companies in the world. And I've been there. And believe me, and while it was awesome, I got nothing bad to say. That whole system, I got to tell you, I don't play well with others. I don't do that so good. I don't do like, oh, my friend passed away and I got to go ask to go to a funeral. That's insanity to me. Like you should have full, complete control of your life. So you can do whatever it is you want, because I think inside of you, there are geniuses waiting to just blow up. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So let's go into it. So I'm going to tell you how the top marketers basically earn income online that have never been shared before. Okay. And now this really kind of starts with a funnel process, and you're probably going to be like, wow, that is a lot. But bear with me for the next 20 minutes, because after I go through the complexities, I'm going to show you how you can do this all super, super easy. Okay. So I'm going to show you literally how you can go 10x from wherever you are at right now in your online business in the next 12 months. And all of it goes through a funnel process. Now, when I say funnel, I want to be very clear. Okay. I don't mean like your typical funnel, meaning I don't mean a funnel where you're literally going, okay, wait a minute. I'm going to build this piece of software. That is not a true funnel. If you ever buy software or tools, or if you buy courses on how to build funnels, that's all they're going to do. They're going to teach you how to build a physical funnel. But the reality is that is not an actual digital marketing funnel. I know that because back in the day when I worked at the top companies in the world with some of their marketing departments, I can tell you exactly what a funnel is, and it is not what got popular over time because of certain people and certain softwares out there like ClickFunnels and all that. That is not a funnel. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now what a funnel actually is taking a customer from something that they want to do and giving them a result. Okay, that's what a funnel is. The software, the websites, all that stuff, that should be something that you set it and forget it. Okay, I want to be very clear on that. This is not something where you're going to spend 4 or 5 hours every day trying to figure out how to get your digital course up online. That is not what software that builds the funnel part is supposed to be. The software is supposed to be 1 or 2%. You set it up, you forget it, and then just like how Anita does, she goes and does her thing, right? She's not worried about the software breaking. She's not worried about how hard it is to set up. It's literally like, hey, what do you think? Should we send this out to 10,000 people? Yeah, no problem. Hit a button and it's done instantly. That's what a funnel is supposed to look like and supposed to work like. So that's what we're going to cover with you guys today. So that's a funnel, okay? It is not software. I want to be very clear with that, okay? So if you actually follow through with everything I'm going to talk about today, there's not a single person on this call that I could not 10x your online sales in the next 12 months by just leveraging digital marketing. Okay. So I want to get a commitment from all of you right now. Okay. I don't want to waste your time. And if you're someone that's just watching just to see what this is all about, but you have no interest in getting started with us at the end of this call, then you should probably jump off because the call is going to max out. I think it maxed out at 100, and let someone else join in. But if you're someone that if I share with you something awesome, give me a 10 if you're going to be committed to take action. Just type a 10 in the chat. If I show you something that maybe goes, wait a minute, that probably will work. I want you to just take action at the end of this call. And I know, by the way, I know how minds work and everyone's skeptical, and you're probably skeptical of me, but I'm telling you right now, what you're about to see and witness over the next couple of weeks is a game changer. That is why I am jumping all over this, because I know it's going to change your life. Okay. So one thing you want to do privately, you don't have to do this in the chat, but just on a sheet of paper, what I would do if I was you, I would write down what success looks like to you. So for example, what I mean by that is in the next 12 months, how much do you want to be earning online? And be very honest with yourself. Like, don't write like $2 because, that's probably not what you want to do. Like, what's that number and where are you currently at? And be very real with yourself. If you're at 0, I want to be transparent. You're not going to get to 1 million or whatever in like a week or two. That's not possible. There's a lot of hard work that goes into it. But what I can tell you, if you listen to what I'm going to tell you here, you could potentially go from 1K to 10,000. You could do whatever you want to do if you implement the systems that we're going to share with you. Okay. So just write out, what do you really want to be earning in the next 12 months? And again, I want to be very, very clear. We're not guaranteeing that you're going to earn any of these numbers. I just want you to think and visualize and give yourself a chance to go, I wish I could do that. Or maybe I could do that. Right. So just think about that for yourself for a moment. Okay. Now, what do most digital marketers do when they go online? Okay. They go and they post something and they say, buy this from me, right? So they'll either jump on the latest trend, the latest affiliate thing, the latest product, the latest thing, they'll jump on it. And that's great. And again, I'm not slamming any of those things because the reality is what I'm going to show you is how to crush it at all those things. So you're very clear. It's just the process that 99.9% of people use to sell things online is broken. It does not work, right? And I can tell you here, like full disclaimer, for me, myself, nearly 99.9% of my sales over the last 10 years have not come from social media, okay? Because I play in the area that I know that I'm good at, and that is what I'm about to share with you. But the thing is, until today, it was impossible for me to tell you that you should do what I'm doing. So I never talked about it. I knew what I was doing. I knew it worked for me. I knew exactly how to crush it and kill it. And, you know, you can go look me up on Google and you'll realize that I'm talking exactly what I've done. So how did I do that? I'm going to share that with you guys. Okay. The problem with doing things this way, I'll give you an example. Okay. If you were to jump into something, and this is what everybody does, you love it, right? Which is great. You're like, oh my gosh, this new oil, this new skincare, this new digital product, you name it, is amazing. And you love it. And that's great. But the next problem is that you go and you post your little link on social media because you love it, which is awesome. But everybody else already knows you for something else. They don't know you for an oils expert. They don't know you for a skin expert. They don't know you as a digital marketing expert. They don't know you, fill in the blank of whatever you're doing, as that expert. So all those people do, if you get 100 people, they just go, why should I buy from this person? That makes no sense. And worse, typically what they do, they're like, you know what? That's actually a pretty good product. That sounds awesome. I'm going to go Google it. And then they're going to find someone like me or someone like Anita, and they're going to buy from us and not from you. And this, again, this is, and type real in the chat if you guys want me to be real with you guys today. And I'll share with you all the goods that I typically don't share. Okay. So that's typically what happens, right? And so what happens with that is that if you go and you post something like that on social media, you end up converting 0.1% of people. Literally 0.1. And that's me being nice. So that means that you'd have to talk to, let's say, 100 people before you start getting any kind of traction. It's absolutely insane. And this is why the good news here, right? The good news is that you didn't really know that until today. You know, the bad news is that, yeah, definitely, if you were to talking to 100 people and you're like, wait a minute, this doesn't work, it actually wasn't true. It actually probably does work. It's just you've been doing it wrong all these years. So what is the other problem? The other problem is affiliate sales. So the other one was like product sales. Affiliate sales is the same thing. You post an affiliate link, someone goes and looks at it, they go click to the website, and not only do they probably not buy from you, but you also have no idea who clicked on it. This is one of the biggest things that I've used to crush it in previous businesses that I've been involved with, in ones that I'm currently involved with, and ones that I'll be involved with in the future. The biggest thing that you can do, okay, is never, ever, I'm going to tell you again, never, ever, 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 ever send out a link. Never, ever, ever post a link that is not directly to your website first. Because what ends up happening is you post an affiliate link and a couple things happen and people don't know this. Number one, 20% of those links that get clicked do not have your affiliate code. And you're like, wait a minute, but I put my affiliate code properly. Yeah, but you know what? People have things called cookie blockers, and people have things on their browsers called privacy. And guess what? Someone's on a mobile device, or guess what? Facebook removed the end part. And as of September, iOS has a huge update coming out that's going to cause even more issues with that. So what happens? Well, 20% of your people just frankly are not going to get your link the right way, and they might buy. The other thing that happens all the time, okay, this happens all the time, is you have no idea who actually clicked. Think about it. You do a post on your social media, your story, swipe up or click here to get my 20% off coupon. If I asked any single one of you right now, who clicked on your stuff? You'd be like, I don't know. You know, who clicked on it? You have no idea. Meanwhile, when I post, it's an opt-in. And so even if no one buys from me from a link, I've got 100 new email addresses. Here's a good way to gauge your business. Ask yourself this question. How many new email addresses or phone numbers did you capture this week? Write it out in the chat. How many new email addresses or phone numbers did you capture this week? Okay. If that number is not at least 10 to 100, okay, and I'm not going to look at the chat right now, then you basically do not have an online business. Okay. You could be even making $1 million a year. I don't know what you're making, but the reality is you do not have an online business. You don't have one. Okay. The problem is this is what most people are doing. Okay. And because of that, you end up failing all the time and you feel like you're failing. You're not failing. You're doing great. You're getting the courage to go post. You're doing those crazy reels that I can't do. My daughter's like, let's do this, Dad. I'm like, what am I doing here? Like my leg is tied behind my head. I can't do it. You know, like, and that's all the hard work. To be honest, that is to me, is way more exhausting. Like I could never do that, right? So kudos to you guys that do that. I know, like, Anita's a magician with that stuff. That's why I was like, Anita, you got to show me how to do that. Like, that's so crazy, the amount of traction she gets on her stuff. I wish I could do that. And if you're someone that can do that, and you tie this in, you can do almost anything, okay? And again, I don't guarantee that. I'm drinking. No, I was just totally lying. Okay, I'm kidding. Okay, so what most digital marketers do then is they do this and they don't convert anybody. Okay, so let's move on. So this is what great marketers do. I'm going to start talking about what you should do. Okay, so that was what everybody mostly does. And I'm talking 99.9% of the people in affiliate marketing and network marketing in any digital product that goes out there. And you know, it honestly makes me sad, you know, because like even the products that are out there right now, I know there's a lot of them that are like $500 or whatever. Those are great products, and kudos to the people that created them. And I have nothing bad to say about that. I think anybody that has the courage to make a product or a video like is amazing and incredible. I think sometimes what ends up happening is though people get so excited and they want to post it online and they want to, you know, help more people and sell it. The problem is that I know full well that won't work. Let me give you a great example before I go into what you should do. Okay. Let's say my neighbor came to me and he's like 65 years old. He runs a supermarket over here. And he said, you know what? I'm retired now. I just sold my business, which he did a couple of years ago. And I want to grow an online business. You know, I've always liked digital marketing. I've never really talked about it on social media, but you know, how do I get started? I know you're killing it. Tell me what to do. Okay. My neighbor, okay, who's one of my best friends, what would I tell him to do? Okay. What would I tell him to do? And I'll tell you exactly what I tell him to do. I would absolutely not tell him to go sell a $500 product online on social media. That is the last thing in the world I would get him to do. Quite frankly, it's the last thing in the world I get anybody to do. Okay. There's a way to do that. I'm going to share with you. There's a way that people are doing it and they're killing it, right? Like Anita killing it, but she's not doing that. What is she doing? I'm going to tell you what I would tell my neighbor to do. Okay. This is what I tell my neighbor to do. I tell my neighbor, I'd be like, hey neighbor, that sounds amazing. And he'd tell me, yeah, I heard about this thing. I'm going to do that. I'm like, yeah, you could do that, but first you got to do this. And he's like, what? Well, why should I do that? I'm like, well, if you go post that link and you tell people that you're now a digital marketing expert and you have a course and to give you $500, I'm gonna tell you right now, no one's going to give you $500, buddy. Like that's honestly what I would tell him. And that's basically what's happening to lots of people, right? And the problem with that then is a lot of people ruin it for the people that are doing it the right way. And that's kind of why I was like really inspired to like, okay, I got to teach people the right marketing because everyone's heart's in the right place, but we just got to funnel that energy in the right way. That's funny, funnel, so that you can have massive success, okay? So say makes sense if so far, at least what I'm saying is making sense to you, just so I kind of understand kind of where we're all at. Just let me know in the chat, makes sense, okay? So basically, the problem with that whole system, like I said, is that you're not going to be able to sell. And the number two problem, here's the worst problem, is you're going to burn all your leads. Okay, everyone's going to go, wait a minute, I thought last week you were doing this thing. You've never talked about this before. All of a sudden, in 3 days, you're a digital marketing expert. You're going to be like, yeah, I'm totally a digital marketing expert. Listen, even if you are, and you spent 48 hours trying to learn whatever system, you are not a digital marketing expert after 48 hours. It's just not possible. It can't be done. Okay. You'll learn it, but I'm still learning, right? I even don't like calling myself an expert. Sometimes people say you're a guru. I even hear Anita saying all the things. I'm like, I don't even put myself there. Like, I don't know who would, right? Like, it's just, there's so much to constantly learn. And now you go and you go on social media and you post that you are like, you're going to like, yes, you will sell maybe 1 or 2 things. I will tell you that. But the problem is what's going to happen the next month, right? You could sell, let's say you sell 50, you're killing it. What are you going to sell next month? You're going to start at 0 every single month. It's a pain in the butt, right? And not only that, like I said, people will not buy. No one's going to buy from me. So I tell my neighbor, I'd be like, neighbor, here's what you got to do, right? And I'm about to share with you exactly what I would tell my neighbor to do, okay? And I could show him how to do, like what I'm about to share with you, you can do in about 15 minutes because people that jumped in a couple days ago are already selling what I'm about to show you, okay? They've already had success. They're killing it. This group is blowing up. We have incredible support that I'll tell you about later. So I know you're about to get confused, but I'm about to tell you, and I'm about to share with you after this, how you can do all of this in literally less than 15 minutes, okay? So let's go into it. So what do the top people do, okay? They say, okay, get this incredible digital marketing training free. That's what they post. Okay. So they're not going to post something like, hey, go buy this thing. Or they're not going to do a post even like, hey, click my link and get my free ebook. Like who the heck reads ebooks anymore? Like I don't read ebooks. I said this the other day, like I've written some ebooks myself. I don't read them either. Right. So if you have an ebook, that's great. That's awesome. What you should do is create a digital product out of that because that's what people find value. So you would go and post something and say, hey, for example, get this incredible AI digital trading course totally free. So you could do a post on social media and just say, think about this. Think about this for a second, all of you right now. Think about your social medias, your Instagram, whatever you got, your Facebook, your TikToks. And if you went on there and just did a really simple post, like literally right now, you're like, hey, I just watched this incredible training. I learned how to post 30 pieces of content in literally 10 minutes and create it all in 10 minutes. Used to take me like 5 hours. If you want to know how I did it with AI, I'll send it to you totally free. Send me a DM. Okay. If every single one of you posted something like that in your own words, your inbox would blow up. People would start asking you, okay, maybe I don't trust this person, but they're saying it's free. So you know what? Why not? Or you can even go and post your link at this point because you have a funnel. See, when you go and post a link, and because people get excited, right? Sometimes people learn and they're like, oh yeah, I got to get people to message me first. So I'm going to give them the info, but then I'm not going to put my link. And then I go back and look later, and sure enough, in the comments, they put the link to the affiliate thing, or they put the link to go buy the thing because they're like, oh, nobody really messaged me. So maybe I'll put the link and maybe someone will click it. Well, if you got a funnel, then you're going to know everyone. Does that make sense? So what you would do is you would do a post like that. People would message you and you would send them a link to your funnel because they're going to go, okay, I'll click on it. And they would you'd capture their name, their email, and their phone number. And on the next page, they would get the product, they would get to see it for free, and they would learn more about other offers that you have and potentially buy. Now, a couple of things happen here. Like I say right there, you get to know who clicked. You also get to know who purchased, and you also get to know who may potentially buy later. So that's step one that top marketers do. And when you implement that, you are converting 4% out of 100. Again, literally just by doing this, okay, you are going from a scenario where 0.1% are buying from you, okay, to 4% are now buying from you. Let's keep going here. Now we want to layer that because that's not good enough. I don't want just 4%. Like, I'm a digital marketer. I need 40%. Okay. That's how you win, by the way. That's how you're able to run ads, is when you're looking at huge opt-ins like that. So how do we do this? Well, to what we already did, we overlay on top of that emails that are sequenced every other day, every other 3 days, whatever it may be. And in those email sequences, which are professionally written, you tell them about yourself. You give them a link to purchase your product. Maybe the next day you give them a customer success story. Then you give them another tip. Now imagine again, you did a post about an AI free thing. They opted in, they watched the training, they didn't buy. Fine. Most people don't buy right away, right? That's the key to this whole thing. But now they're going to get your email. And every single day for the next 2 weeks, they're going to find out more and more about this. They're going to find out more information about it. And eventually they're going to start converting and start buying. So this actually takes everything to a whopping 15% typically. Again, these are my numbers. They're not your numbers. I can't guarantee that you'll have these same numbers. But for me, when I do it this way, that's my opt-in rate. So now you got all of a sudden 15% of the people that are opting in are now starting to buy. So this is where you start having success. And I'll show you a little bit later. There was one of the ladies that, and again, this is really good for people that don't have a big following, because I know a lot of you sometimes are like, well, I don't have a big following. This isn't going to work for me. One of the people, I'll show you the screenshot. She literally, I think I don't want to make a mistake here, but I think it was 17 or 18 people. Okay, I'll show you what she said. 18 people or so opted into her thing and she got a sale. Like, done, right? So you don't need a lot of people to start getting sales when you do things the right way. Now let's keep going here. Okay. So let's keep going. So the next thing that you lay on top of this is SMS texting. Okay. And this is, again, it's critical. So once you got the emails all going out, to that, we're going to add texting. And the way we do texting is we'll go text someone. We'll say, hey, go open your email, or hey, here's an offer. And we can overlay this on top of what we're already doing. Okay. And the problem with all of this, by the way, so far, just so you understand, everything you've seen here currently today, until the software I'm going to show you, would have required you to spend probably about $600 a month just to be able to do the level of automation that I'm describing right now, okay? This is not something that you could just do in MailChimp or some free funnel software. Everything on here, you would need already at least 3 different pieces of software and then another piece of software to connect everything together. So right there, I wouldn't even be doing this call because I know most of you could not do that, or you have to hire someone and pay them 10 grand just to set all this up for you. Okay. So let's keep going a little bit further. So now we're going to go even further, and now we're going to add on to that Facebook groups. So with that, now what we're doing is we're going to add community aspects to this. So like I said, this isn't even about the software. I don't want you to think this is all about the software. I also don't want you to think this is all about funnels. Okay. This is all about a process. That's what the OPS system is. It's the first one of its kind. It's going to literally teach you how to build a true online, offline, back-end, SMS, complete funnel that your customers can go through. There is nothing else like it on the planet right now. Okay. So The conversion rate, once you start adding texts and Facebook and groups, goes all the way to 30 out of 100. I'll tell you a little trick right now that we teach in detail in the course, for example, most people are not doing. And that is, whenever you run Facebook ads or whenever you run anything, the number one thing you should be doing is sending everybody into a group. Because when you send everybody into a group, you can sell to someone over and over and over and over again, versus if you just throw up an ad and say, hey, click here to go buy my product, it's just a one-time thing, and then you got to pay for the ad again. But if you say, hey, click here to join my community and my group, then guess what? That community continuously grows over time. And in that community, you continuously sell over and over and over again, as long as you continuously add value to that group. So let's add more to that, right? So now we're going to add Facebook ads, and this is where you start getting your conversions even higher. And I'm not talking about traditional Facebook ads that lower your conversion rates. And we talk about that in the course. Most ads actually will lower your conversion rates. Why is that? Because you're yelling at more and more people that don't know you, and then you sell less and you sell more in theory, but you're spending a lot more money than typically you have. You end up spending usually $2,000 to make $500. And they tell you, oh, but don't worry, that's how it works. You're gonna have to spend money to make money. And I'm just here to tell you that there are better ways to do that. And so the way that we teach ads is not by spending a fortune that you don't have. It's literally by starting with $2 a day, $5 a day, and only targeting those ads to people. And we can talk about that in the Q&A if you want, Anita, but we're only targeting those ads to people that know, like, and trust you already. Okay, so that's really what we talk about. So let's keep going a little bit further. So now, like I said, our conversion rate goes through the roof. So let's just talk about all of this for a second, okay? And then I'm going to show you an example of all of this working, okay? Like I said, to build all of this out, okay, would typically take a ton of different pieces of software, okay? It would take Kajabi for your membership area, right? Because if you're selling an AI course, well, where are you going to house the course, right? That's why most people don't create a course. They're like, well, I don't even know how to host it. Or there's free tool over there. Well, the free tool doesn't do texting. It doesn't do CRM. It doesn't do integration with Instagram. So you're not going to really, it's not going to work out for you. You're going to have to do all that separately. So Kajabi starts at about $100. It goes very quickly to about $500 a month. These are all monthly prices. ClickFunnels has a quote unquote free trial, but the entire thing, again, I've met Russell Brunson. I've been in his inner circle. He's an incredible guy. I think he's awesome. He's taught me so much. I got nothing bad to say about them, but just to tell you, like, a free trial is not going to let you build a business. There's no possible way. They don't allow you to turn off the little logos in the bottom right. And everybody's like, oh, those little logos don't matter. Just so you know, those little logos that say, hey, buy ClickFunnels, or hey, buy whatever other product is out there that's free, that kills your conversion, just so you know, 10x, okay? So just by having that little thing at the bottom, people are now trained that this person, they're going to think in their mind, this person's not successful. This person can't afford the software. And if they can't afford the software, there's no chance in heck that I'm going to give them $300 or $50. This is not going to happen, okay? So you're going to have to upgrade to the plan. And so ClickFunnels, you got to upgrade to 97, then you got to upgrade to 297 very quickly if you want to unlock more funnels, because what I already showed you, you need multiple funnels. You can't just create an entire business off of just one funnel, okay? Then you also need Keep and Constant Contact to send beautiful emails. Then you need Community to send your text messages. And then you need HubSpot to do all your email marketing automation. You need a bunch of tools just to do all this stuff, okay? Type again, 10, just a 10 quickly if this is making sense so far, okay? So here's the deal with all that. You're spending now $1,000 to $1,100 a month literally to keep all this going. And by the way, I was really nice with that number, because at the height of me using all of these tools, I was spending over $5,000 per month on software. Okay. No joke. Okay. And so that made sense for my business, but it was a big chunk of the earnings that I had. It was going literally just into software. I'm not even talking Facebook ads. Okay. That's a whole other thing. Okay. So let me show you how many of you guys want to see all this working right now? Say type C SEE if you want to see it, and I'll show you guys all of it working right now. Let me go into that quickly on my screen, and then we'll show you. And maybe what I'll do is what I'll show you is an actual funnel, so you can kind of see what an actual working funnel should look like. Okay. So here's actually one that I built for myself. Okay. And just so you know, this is a professionally built funnel. Okay. I didn't even create this. I paid someone 15 grand to go make all the templates, all the stuff. And definitely I probably could have done it, but again, this is a professionally designed template. Okay. So in this template, what ends up happening is it says, and I'm going to break it down because I want to teach you guys some stuff. Like, even if you don't take action later, I want to help you. I want you to be better after the time you're giving us. So let me teach you guys some stuff here. So at the top, it says limited time offer. Okay. If you have any funnel or even if you're giving out an affiliate link, by the way, here's the problem with that too. You're trusting that the company that you're sending the link out for knows marketing. And I'm going to tell you something. Most founders, God bless their soul, okay? They are not marketers, okay? So they don't know how to build funnels. They don't know how to do marketing for the most part, and they probably mess around with it for like 5-10 years before they figure it out well. So with throwing a funnel in front of it, you have full control, right? So here's my course that I created, okay? Limited time offer, learn how to create 30 pieces of content in 10 minutes with AI, okay? Learn the AI secret to rapid content creation. And then we have a picture of the product that they're going to get. Okay. So if you're selling a digital product, you have to have a picture of the product that they're going to get. Right. And again, this shows them that this is something that exists. If you don't have something like this for your product, again, your conversion rate goes even lower. Okay. On the right side, I've got an opt-in. It says imagine, right? So using the word imagine, by the way, is very, very important because it gets people to imagine how things could be. I even told you guys to imagine how things could be, right? And I did that because I know that that works for you, okay? So even as I'm talking to you right now, you're kind of getting a masterclass on sales, right? So hopefully that's helpful for you. So imagine watching as a digital marketing expert shows you how to leverage AI for unbeatable results. Get started today for free. Again, this is very important because I'm literally telling them that this was $47, but now it's free. Now, two things happen here. 80% of the people will just opt in for this. So that's awesome. But there's 20%, just so you understand, that will not opt in. Okay. They're going to want to know more information. They're going to be like, tell me more. I don't trust you yet. So now this is a newer type of funnel that, I learned from some of the top guys. And basically it's a dual front end opt-in funnel. And what that means is basically at the top, I'm giving the option to opt in. But at the bottom, when they scroll, I'm going to increase those people's trust, okay? So here I say, the people that are going to scroll, I'm going to say, wait, why would you give this away for free? So that builds up trust, right? Because they're thinking this. Anyone that scrolls understand they're thinking, what's the catch? So instead of like being, there's no catch, no problem, and just avoiding the question, I'm going to tell them exactly what I'm going to do on the next page. This increases your trust and credibility like crazy. Okay, we had always looked for a way to speed up our content creation. So I tell them why we created the tool, right? And then we tell them that we were selling this tool for $297, that we were selling this tool. And then we tell them that we created something that teaches all the different things because people want to learn everything more. And I created a tool that was $297. So I tell them, what's the catch then for this? Well, I'm like, there's no strings attached. There is no catch. When you enter your name and your email address, we're going to send you the video right away. That was $47, totally free. Okay. And then I go on and I tell them all we ask, and this is important, is that if the quality of the next level, that you consider getting started with our signature AI training program. If not, no worries. We want to tell you it's up front so that you can see it on the next page. And we believe in transparency. So this gets that 20% that typically wouldn't opt in to go consider opting in. Here's the big key with that. Okay. The big key with that is that 20% of the people that scroll are typically the ones that spend the most money. I'm going to say it again. The people that scroll are typically the ones that spend the most money. The people that usually opt in right away, they still spend, but they won't spend as much later on. They might buy your course, but they may not buy the $495 course. They might not buy those courses. And so you really want to get the people that are scrolling to buy. So our system works very simple. And I'll show you how to do all this, how to build all this out in our system. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Okay, so here we're just going to opt in. So I'm just going to put my name in here and I'll put in an email address. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to go ahead and hit the next screen. And once I've gone into the next screen, okay, what you're going to see here is going to say, congratulations, your AI journey starts now. So literally right here, they get the digital product. Again, like I said, it's not an ebook that was emailed to you, which they're never going to open because email blockers are going to block PDFs. It's not a PDF they can click on to download here. It's none of that. It's literally a video that they can watch right now. And I'll play it for you just 1 second so you can kind of see. How can we create 30 days of social media content in under 10 minutes? This will absolutely blow your mind. What we're going to do is we're going to combine the power of ChatGPT with Canva in order to achieve this. So we'll head over to the AI motivational chatbot that we've already created, and we're going to use this prompt here. Okay, so what we're going to say is create 10 quotes for me that are motivational. For these quotes, I would like them formatted, and this is the key, okay? I would like them formatted in a table with author and quote. Okay, this is very important. So it goes through teaching them exactly how to do it. And by the time they get to the end, they literally they can watch this video. It's about 15 minutes. they have created 30 pieces of content in about 10 to 15 minutes. It's absolutely crazy. Okay. So it builds up trust, right? So imagine my neighbor putting this out, like even him, right? Like, hey, I just watched this thing. He sends it out, and guess what? People are like, wow, Joe. I'll use a fake name. That's not his name. Wow, Joe, that actually worked. Like, that's crazy. Like, actually, and I sent it to like my daughter, and like she's using it. Like, do you have more? And he can say, yeah, actually, you should get an email in a day that's going to give you the link to go buy it. Because they may not have bought, but some people will just buy right from there. Some people will be like, wow, that's awesome. And they're going to go ahead and they're going to click this button to go buy. Now, again, like I said, people are going to scroll, and those people that scroll, we're going to have something for them as well. They want more information. We're going to show them the digital product that they're going to get. So again, we told them, if this is awesome, you should buy, right? So again, we've told them what to do next. They're going to look at this and they're going to go, okay, this makes sense. Setting up your AI tools the right way, creating email marketing campaigns, responding to emails, secrets of effective prompting, all this kind of stuff. Like, it's all in here. So they're going to keep looking. People that like details, they're going to realize this is a great deal. This is exactly what they want to learn. They want to learn how to make, Facebook ads with AI. And truly, by the way, there are people selling this right now on the internet for $9.99. Like this exact stuff, people are selling for a lot of money because people are going crazy for AI. Okay. So what we do is we tell them total value, $632. Today only, $297. Cross that out, it's $47. So again, they feel like they're getting a great deal. So they go and hit the buy button. And on the buy button, they get a buy screen. Now, a couple of things. Again, like I said, I want to teach you some stuff today. A couple of things. Number one is there's the order form on the left. And on the right, you have everything that breaks down the course as they buy. So a few things are happening here that you probably haven't realized. I'm going to break it down. And most people don't teach this in marketing. And this is one of the things we teach in OPS is when you build a form, people are filling it in, but many people actually start opting in about at this point. Now, back in the day when I was doing Microsoft Consulting, we used to work with a company. I won't mention their names and stuff like that, but they make diapers and they're awesome. And anyway, so we rebuilt their website. In order to rebuild their website, we use cameras and things like that to track eye movement of moms, to see their purchasing decisions, when they would buy, when they wouldn't buy. And I can basically tell you that the more people start to scroll, the longer it goes and scrolling, what ends up happening is they do not buy. Okay. They decide not to buy, and you absolutely do not want that to happen. And so the way that we combat that is as they're scrolling, they're going to be reminded of all the reasons why they want to buy. And the other little hack that changed so much, colors matter, by the way, is making this order button the same color as this increases your opt-in rate like crazy. Like, I don't know why it works, but it just works. And so that's why this form was professionally done and developed in such a way so that it makes people want to take action. The reason that these colors are different than those colors is because we want people to focus on the colors of the things that they want. We don't want them to focus on the number as much. Does that make sense? So you're literally getting a masterclass today on how marketing works. Okay, so this is how this is all broken down. So someone fills this in, they order, and then when they order, right away, they get access, and I'll show you that as well. Okay, they're going to get access to this course. Now, let me just go in. I'll preview it for you. I'll be very clear here. So what happens? Someone will opt in. They're going to order, and then they're going to go to the order page, to the course page. We'll be able to see the course. Okay. And I don't want to confuse you guys too much. I'm not going to show that to you, but basically when they click here and they order, they're done. They don't need to go into our software or nothing like that. They hit order, an email goes right out to them, like automatically. I don't have to do anything. And then the email that goes to them allows them to log in to their membership, to their software and everything, and basically literally get started right away. So that is an awesome experience for the customer. The other last thing I was going to mention is there's a countdown timer at the top. You should absolutely add this to all of your funnel pages, because what that does is it tells people that there is a reserved copy for them. And again, it's not lying. There's literally a reserved copy. The way that Stripe works and all these services work is when you hit the order page, like quite literally, Stripe does a call and says, is this product available? And if it is reserved. Like literally, if someone were to go to Stripe and turn off the offer, they couldn't. This last order would go through. So sometimes people ask me, they're like, are those counters real? Well, technically they actually are, because you literally have a reserved copy for about 10 minutes. And after that point, your cookies will expire on your computer. I know that sounds geeky. And then if someone goes and cancels something on the Stripe end, then it will absolutely remove their order. So that's kind of how that works. Okay. So that's basically the process that you want to follow, okay, when you actually go ahead and you create basically an offer for people. Okay, let me go back to my slides here real quick. And I just got to stop sharing quickly. And then let me look at the thing here. And then, okay, so let me go back here, click that button. Perfect. So, like I said, that's just a run through of what a good funnel looks like. Okay. So, let me go into what the course teaches you. Like I said, the course teaches you a lot of things, right? One of those things is how to build what I just showed you. We literally teach you how to build that. We teach you why funnels work, how they're incredible, how to build squeeze pages, how to build order pages. And you're probably wondering, okay, this is a lot of stuff, but you said I could get started in like 10 minutes, and I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. But this is what the course has. It will literally show you everything on how funnels work, not just funnel software, but also the funnel process of everything, like even setting up PayPal, setting up your Stripe payments, all those things. We go through all those things. Okay. The other thing we go through is affiliate marketing, how to actually build a proper affiliate marketing business. So how to grow your email list, your SMS list, how to grow your communities, why selling to communities is an important key, creating your own your own course basics, how to do all those things, right? We talk about all that. We also go into Facebook and Instagram ad secrets for everybody. So we show you exactly how to create Facebook ads, and not the wrong way, but the right way. Like I was telling you, it's something called Facebook pixels that we use, and it's called conversion pixels. And most softwares don't allow you to do this. So you literally have to go out there, and I'll be really geeky for about 10 seconds. In order to do this without our software, you'd have to go get a cloud server environment. You'd have to go set that up typically with something called Stape. And you guys are like, what the heck is Stape? Well, you don't have to know, but that's what you'd have to do. Then you'd have to get something called Google Tag Manager. And then you'd have to go into Business Manager and go set up a bunch of stuff for about 3 hours, connect it all together. You'd get a code. And then with that code, you'd be able to start tracking people as long as the software that you're using does it the right way. And if you can't do that, by the way, what I just told you, you cannot run Facebook ads today. The way that the Facebook ad system works is a bidding system. Most courses out there, what they teach is they teach you to go and find the right things that you like. Oh, I want to run an ad for yoga. Well, niche down. Well, yoga for moms. Oh, that's good. That'll make you money. No, it won't. That stuff doesn't work because it's a bidding system. I know it because I used to run $1 million Facebook ad campaigns. Okay. And so what I will tell you is that does not work today. Okay. Unless you've got a lot of money and you've got the ability to spend $1 million to make 500, knowing that the customer will eventually buy more. That is the only way you can run ads that way. For me and you can't do it like that. What you got to do is the conversion tracking. And what that basically does is it allows you to install this little thing on everyone's in the cloud, not even on their computer, but now whenever Facebook or Instagram or your website know that, hey, this person went to you before or bought from you or anything like that, whenever that happens, what ends up happening is we can track them. And now we don't run ads like everybody else. Okay. So everybody else is bidding for keywords like yoga, like moms and all that kind of stuff. And when you do that, you pay a fortune. I'm talking like you'd be spending $500 to make 20 bucks. And so what we do is we teach you how to spend $2 to reach 2,000 people, which is like unheard of. And so that's what this course teaches you to do very simply. Okay. We also go into AI secrets for online marketers, which I talked about a little bit more as well. To go through all that stuff, teaching exactly how to prompt, how to generate prompts. You get all of that included in there. And you also get advanced marketing secrets. So exactly how to create your first digital product. We're going to show you how to create your own course. If you ever want to create your own course, type course. If you've ever thought about creating your own course, we also show you how to find great private label products, how to do that. We also show you a whole bunch of other secrets that really I'm not going to share today. Now, to make this a little bit even easier for you, what we decided to do, and some of you already know this already, but I'm going to tell you right now if you don't know, what we decided to do is we didn't want to just teach you how to do it and give you the software to do it. We actually wanted you to have 3 products that you would have private label rights to sell. Okay. And so don't worry about the price. We're not going to give you that price today. We're going to give you the best price possible, but just know that that price is increasing on Monday. There are only 3 people in the world that can sell this course. And in fact, I am not one of them, just so you know. Okay. Anita is one, and there's a few others, but that's it. Okay. And so the 3 have all agreed that they're going to raise the prices on Monday, and that's just what's happening. Okay. So this is literally, you're going to get an introductory price today, and it's not going to be this price. And by the way, one thing I wanted to do today, because I know some people sometimes need to leave and that kind of stuff, I'm about to give you the link. If you want to get started and go buy now, you can, but I'll keep talking here for a few more minutes and I'll start showing you the software. But I know some of you might want to get started. So I'm going to just paste the link in here right now so you guys have it. And then maybe I'll paste it again later. Okay. So today only, what you're actually going to get is the private label rights. Okay. You're actually going to get the private label rights for 3 products. Okay. And this is key. And I'm going to tell you something. So that AI course that I was telling you, That's what people are already selling today. People that got in on Monday, they're already selling it and it is working. So I'm not just telling you, hey, this may work for you. Like literally they're selling it. Okay. So what does private label rights means? That means that I created a course without my face in it, just all of my knowledge that I've learned about AI over the last couple of years. Okay. I got involved with AI before everybody was like, ooh, chat GPT, right? I was like, oh, that's neat. Everybody's excited about it now. Wow. No one cared about it for the last 5 years. That's awesome. So anyway, I created an AI course for you guys. You literally own it. I'll be very clear on that. You own it. You can rename that course. You can call it AI Secrets for Realtors. You can call it AI Secrets for whatever you want to call it. And that's what a lot of people are doing. They're renaming it. They're going into Canva and they maybe want to call it something else. You can do all that stuff because the videos are just the videos. Now we've labeled it all nice for you. So if you don't want to do that, you can literally, like I said, in 15 minutes, or once you build your funnel, you can start selling it, right? So you get that one. You also, that's what you're going to get today, okay? And on Monday, we're going to release the other 3. So one of them is funnel building secrets, and the other one is Facebook, Instagram ad secrets for everyone. Just so you know the price, the one on the left, Facebook, Instagram ads, you'll be able to sell that for $97, and the one in the middle is $27. Now, that said, just so you know, this is not anything else. This is private label rights. So what that means, that might be new to some of you, that means you can sell it for whatever you want. You could add this to a bundle of something else. You can make another thing more enticing. I will say that so far, I've been proven right over the last couple of days, and those that are following the exact method that I taught are having success. And those that are deciding to bundle it or give it away for free are wondering why it's not working. Okay. So what I'm going to tell you, again, I know you're like, oh, maybe I'll just bundle them all up, or maybe I'll just, sell it, give it away for free. People don't like free either, just so you know. Like if something is free, they're like, I don't, some people like me, I don't ever opt in for free. For me personally, I opt in when there's money. Like if Anita's selling the course for $9.97, I might be interested, right? Anita's doing an opt in for free, I'm probably out. She's selling stuff for $7, I'm probably out, right? Because certain people will only buy things for certain prices. So that's why the one on the right is 47, the one in the middle is 27, the one on the left's gonna be 97, okay? But again, like you want, you can sell it for whatever you want. Like, what do I know, right? So what we decided to do is we're gonna give you the whole system, okay, for $5.99 for the entire system. Now, that was not going to include the software. That was going to be the deal launch price. Absolutely. When we were talking about this last week, that was going to be the price. And at that price, just so you know, it's a steal. I removed all the prices of that each one we were going to sell it to. But some of you on this call know, like I've sold some of these tools before for $297, some things on here for $997. What you're going to learn about community building, that alone, I have sold some of my private clients for $15,000. They pay monthly just to work with me one-on-one. That's all included in here. Now it's self-paced learning. Obviously, if you want to work with me one-on-one, that's completely different. But the exact same knowledge that I give someone is literally included in here. So it's about $32,000 in value. I'm talking over 80 videos. I think it's 83. Possibly 84 now, because someone was asking about Etsy and we decided, yeah, let's integrate this whole thing with Etsy because people were selling it and they're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. How can I integrate with Etsy? So I'm going to do one more video, probably if I can keep my voice over the weekend. I'm going to do one more video and add in Etsy as well. So this whole system is going to be $5.99. But again, we're launching. And so what we decided to do for the launch, okay, before Monday, you're actually going to get the entire system, okay, for $4.97. Now, this is the best price you're ever going to get on the planet. And what that basically does, it adds in Captivation Hub. So let me go show you what Captivation Hub is. And I want to be very clear. There's 2 things here. The course, Online Profit Secrets, but it requires Captivation Hub. And the reason for that is all the things that you're going to learn in the OPS course, each one of those things would typically take you like a week to 2 weeks to implement if you were to use any other software. Any other software out there, I know them all. I've been in their mastermind groups. I have access to all of the tools that you can probably possibly think of, because most people that I work with at a high level, they have those things. And so what I've done is in our software, we've been able to pull a lot of those things together. And let me just show it to you so that I can stop talking. I'll just show you exactly kind of how this thing works. Okay, so let me go into the software here real quick. So over here, you're going to see the software. Okay, so let me show you the funnels. Okay, let me show you the funnels, how easy they are. So what you're going to get actually, I'm going to go in here and click. Let me show you the funnel that I created. Okay, so here's the funnel that I created. And this is the lead capture that you just saw that I said was professionally done. So basically, typically what you get if you get a professionally done funnel, what would basically happen is they would give you a big graphic file that you have to go either cut up, or you pay them extra to actually go cut it up for you. So basically that's what I've done. I don't mind cutting things up. I know how to do that very quickly. So all I did is I basically went and created this myself in the tool. So very simple to use. You can drag and drop elements. It's very smooth. If you've ever used any other funnel building software before, you know that it is incredibly hard to build a funnel and learn how to build a funnel. So there's a whole bunch of elements here that I can go through in the Q&A if you want later, but basically incredibly easy to go ahead and build your funnel. You can even go and switch over to mobile view if you want to see what it's going to look like on a mobile device. For example, here, oh, that's not going to look very good. Well, I can easily switch that over on the side here. I'm just going to mobile font, and I can make the mobile font maybe a little bit bigger, and I can scroll down here and maybe open up the mobile font a little bit more here, right? So very easy to kind of do anything. And by doing that here, I haven't modified anything on the desktop version. Even just what I showed you, most funnel building software require you to make 2 different pages now. And they don't tell you this for every single funnel. What that means is you got to make a page for mobile and a page for desktop, or you got to hide certain elements for mobile and hide certain elements for desktop. And it becomes a complete nightmare to go and edit anything, because then you're editing this one thing and then you got to go edit it somewhere else. So people fail at building funnels. It gets really complicated. So incredibly easy to use the funnel building tool in here. I'm not going to go ahead and save that. I'm going to go back out here, and we'll go and show you some other things. So that's that page. Then we have obviously the sales page with the video. A cool thing with our software is we allow you to upload directly into our software unlimited videos. So if you want, you can go and upload as many videos as you want. I think the maximum is an hour and a half video or 2 hours. It just depends on the size of the video. But honestly, if you're uploading an hour and a half, 2 hour videos, you probably chop them up individual videos. But otherwise, you can upload as many videos as you want as you're building your funnel. So that's one of the cool things that you can do here. You can add in little special effects without having to know how to code. You can literally see this button's moving like that. I can actually go over to advanced and I can click this button and say, you know what? I actually want, when someone hovers over it, I want it to move. Well, there you go. Now it's going to hover over and move. And just so you know, to do this in other tools like ClickFunnels, you'd have to buy an additional piece of software for $47 literally per month on top of ClickFunnels in order to do this, or you have to learn how to use a code editor, which I don't think any of you all learn how to do. So we have all of that built in right in the software tool for you. So the funnel building tool is actually really, really cool, very awesome. And let me go over to the order form now. I'm going to go over to the order, the course. In here, we have all the order forms set up for you. So you can go in, you can drag in order forms right from the side. It's super easy to add anything you want. So you have like order form over here, just drag and drop the order form. No problem. You can have the order form and it's all set up for you. Like I'm literally going to go delete this order form right now. It's like, how do I build an order form? Well, you can go and buy all these other tools like Samcart or whatever, or you can literally just drag and drop the order form. Cool. I'm done. Save and I'm out. Like literally it's drag and drop. Super simple. Same with all these things. This is usually really hard to do. I can just drag and drop a counter and it's done. Okay. So very easy to edit. And by the way, everyone that's got this over the last couple of days is blown away how easy this is. Some of them were like, well, my tool that I use is pretty good. And they use this and they're like, then like 5 minutes later, they're like, okay, I'm switching everything over to this because this is insanity. This is so easy. Okay, that's how easy this is. So I'm not going to go through much more on there because there's so much more to show you. We even have embedded stats, so you can go see like who opted into your form. Well, 50% of the people are opting in and 40% are buying. You can even click on and you can see that. You can go over to your sales. You can see your sales and you can set up settings. And that's just one thing of one thing. Like I literally just showed you one thing of one thing. You can build websites. You can host your WordPress in here if you want. You can host blogs, forums, surveys, chat widgets. You can have a media library of stuff. If you ever use things like Typeform, that's very popular in the network marketing world where you get people to fill in a form to apply. You can do that right through here. You can cancel your Typeform, or you don't have to use your Google Forms anymore, which are super, super ugly, make you look unprofessional. You can build completely awesome surveys, literally right here, drag and drop interface, super simple to use. Let's look at some email stuff. Okay, let's go to email. So marketing, some of you like to make really awesome emails, so we can go and do that as well. We can go over to the emails. We can create our own email templates. You don't have to use another piece of software to do that. So just go over here, click on the new button, and you can either create a blank email, or if you want, you can use one of our like hundreds of templates that we have in here, all pretty, all done for you. So if you use, let me know in the chat what you use for email right now. I'd love to know what you use. You can literally go and create beautiful emails right within this tool. You don't need any other email software. We handle it all for you right within the tool. And not only that, like I said before, you'd have to have a funnel software and then you have to have your email software. We've connected everything together so you can actually go into automation. You can go in here, you can click in, and you can actually create automation sequences. And not to get too geeky, because we teach you all this in the course, you can actually, for every single funnel, you can create an email funnel. Okay. Other tools don't have this. It's very complicated to do, and you just have like a useless. Okay. Here you can do different things, like you can tag this person that this person watched the video. This person created an opportunity for me, and it's $47. And then after that, hey, you know what? Let's wait 10 minutes. So I have a little wait timer, actually of 15 minutes. I think I edited that in the last demo, right? So wait timer of 15 minutes. And then after that, let's send them an email. So we're going to go ahead and send them an email. And in that email, we're going to tell them, hey, we're so glad you watched this video, like super easy to do. And then after that, we're going to wait a day, and we're going to check to see if they ordered. And if they haven't ordered, we're going to start following up with them, right? And these are all professionally set up emails as well. Then we're going to wait another day. And not only that, but the automation actually shows you where people are in the steps. I can click on that. I can see these are all dummy accounts. I can click in, I can see exactly kind of where they are at in the process, right? So tons of stuff in the automations that you learn in the course. You can absolutely see absolutely everything, where everybody is at in these workflows. So I don't have time to go into all of that. The course goes into it with you, but just trust me, the automation part in here is absolutely game changing. Okay. There's nothing else out there like it. You'd have to go get HubSpot, which is incredibly expensive, about $500 in order to do kind of what we're doing here. Okay.
I thought I grabbed a water. Did I not grab a water? Oh, I did.
The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go over to, let's go over to memberships. Okay. So some of you want to build courses, right? So in order to build courses, you'd have to go get Kajabi, which is super, super expensive to go get. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to just upload everything into, you know what? I'm going to break until we, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go look if you guys have any questions so far while we're pausing there for a second. I think she got it, but I'll just pause for 1 second anyway, and I'm gonna paste the link in to grab this. But there we go, perfect. Is there a discount for buying both today? So yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute, and I'll just finish up the demo here, and then we'll go right into that. Okay, so here is the course, for example. So you can build multiple courses. It's super simple to create them. You click in, you can create all the courses you want. And as I mentioned before, when you click in, you can upload the videos right into here. You can create them all pretty, and you can write whatever you want. Like literally this replaces Kajabi. Okay. And so if you don't know what Kajabi is, it's a membership system that all the top marketers are using. This replaces that for you, so you don't have to do that anymore. And the cool thing is this all integrates with Etsy. So if you wanted to add some products to Etsy when they go buy and check out, you can actually send them right into this membership portal, because a lot of times when you're selling on Etsy, what ends up happening is Etsy keeps all of your data. And so that way, what happens is you give them a link to our portal, and then when they buy, they go right in here and they watch all your training within your portal. Okay. Again, the customer has no idea. They don't know what you're using. They don't care. They don't need a copy of Captivation Hub or anything like that. This is what you're using to build your course. Okay. So that's memberships, a lot of cool stuff in there. Let's see what else I can show you just in a couple minutes, and then we'll break off to Q&A. We have payments. So if you want to integrate your payment processes, you want to take payment, you can integrate right into Stripe. You can even create like coupon codes, as many as you want, awesome deals. You can do whatever you want. You can create products in here. Very easy to create products. You can create products where people pay one time or they pay 3 times over. All the different options that you could possibly think of for product creation you can do in here. We even have a contact list management system. Again, there's all dummy data, but basically in the contact system, you can go in and you can see who people are, and you can go and you can text with people, you can message them, you can do literally whatever it is that you want to do. So here, let me click on myself here. You'll actually be able to see anything, any conversations you had with them, not even just email, but also through Instagram, through LinkedIn, all the different social networks will literally all be in here. Okay. It's hard to explain without showing you, but basically you'll have a conversations tab over here, and you'll be able to see everything. Once you connect it together, you'll be able to see every single conversation you've ever had with people through Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and all of those tools will be right in here, so you can chat with people and all that kind of stuff. So it's all really all set up for you. I can go into more details if you guys want, but it's literally all encompassing, right? The whole tool brings everything together. That's why you really, when you go through the OPS system, you're going to learn how to do a lot of things using this tool. Now, to make it a no-brainer, super simple for today, and then we'll break off to the Q&A. What we're doing is this entire funnel here that I created, that what I was showing you, okay, that I paid someone to help me design and all that kind of stuff. We're actually going to give everybody that signs up today access to this funnel. Okay, that's what everybody's raving about right now in the group. So literally when you sign up with that link that I gave you, right, you're going to have this funnel sucked right in to your system. So by the time you're done checking out and you log in, and by the way, a lot of people get too excited, and I'm not even kidding, and they get their email address wrong. So honestly, 1 out of 10 people has done this so far. So we have to go and edit your email address. So when you order, make sure you put the right email address in, because that's how you log in, right? That's where we're going to send you your login information. So once you're registered, you're literally going to go ahead and you're going to get this right into your system, so that when you log into Captivation Hub, you're going to see OPS master copies, and you're going to have not only the entire funnel, but you're literally going to have the AI course for you to watch if you want to watch it, and the entire system done. So all you're going to do is, once you're done, and let me just show you the process too. What's going to happen is you're going to go through the first form. So that's the link I gave you. So this first form, you're going to go through and you're going to sign up for Captivation Hub. So Captivation Hub is $97 a month. And some people think that's the best deal, but let me just tell you, we were actually only selling it at $970 for the year. Okay. That basically gives you 2 months free. But in talking to the people that are launching, they're like, well, I have some people that maybe want to start right away. And so to start, like, can we do something? And so that's why we added the $97 option. But it actually is more expensive, full transparency, because you're paying $97 a month. With the other option, you're actually basically saving about 2 months worth of payments. Okay. But again, totally up to you. I get it. It's tough times. So if you guys want to go through and get started with $97, that's fine. Once you fill this form in, there's one more form for step 2. And this is critically important. This is how you're going to get those templates, and this is how you're going to get everything else unlocked on Monday. Okay. So today you're going to get the template for the AI course. You're going to get access to the group. Once you check out from here, and you'll see here, it's discounted to $397. Okay. So that's why it's $497. It's $97 for Captivation Hub for 1 month, and then it's $397 for the entire system. Once you check out here, you're going to go into our Facebook group, which is super awesome. You're going to absolutely love it. And then that's where there's a video pinned right to the top that's going to show you exactly how in 10 minutes to basically sell this up. Now, in order to test that, what I did is I recorded the video and I literally gave it to my son. He's 12 years old. And I said, hey, go and do this. Go set up Captivation Hub and make it happen. And literally, I think it took him about 25 minutes. But in 25 minutes, he had his website up. And he would have been able to send a link. He actually did send me the link, and I was able to go through it and check out, access the membership. When someone actually checks out, you got to understand, to create a membership checkout is incredibly complicated. Like, some of you have created funnels before. Now go try and create a membership funnel where someone fills in and then they actually get another email with their username and their password to log in. That gets really complicated. All of that's done. You're going to learn how to do it in the course. But for today only, all of that's done, okay? You're going to have access to this entire thing so that you can start right away when you get access into the Facebook group. So step 1, fill this in. Again, people are going to ask, well, can I do this only and not this? You can't, because like I said, the entire course, most of it is using and teaching you how to use Captivation Hub the right way. And then a lot of it as well, the bonuses that you're going to get, I need you to have a Captivation Hub account so that I can suck all that in for you. So you can go ahead and you can basically start using it. Okay. So that's kind of how that works. So that's for today only. The last quick thing, then I'll hand it back to Anita. We can do some questions. If I go over to Captivation Hub, and people are raving about this as well, what we did is we hired a whole group of people to literally sit on their computers 24/7 and help you out. So if you're building a funnel at like 1:30 in the morning, and obviously we're not in the Facebook group at that time, you can literally go in here, you can start a chat, and I'm not going to do it again. I've done it a few times just as a demo, and they start helping me, right? So I don't want to kind of bug them right now, but literally you can hit start chat, and they've agreed to answer in under 90 seconds, okay? And some people in the group were having issues, and they themselves were like, okay, well, let me go try this chat. And they were blown away. Like, they'll even get on a Zoom with you. Okay. I've told them to get on a Zoom. Okay. And they'll get on a Zoom and they'll help you with any problems that you have. There is no other tool that you can buy right now, I don't care what it is, that has that capability. Okay. Without paying an arm and a leg. Most of them are like, yeah, if you want VIP support, it's $200 a month. Or you can be a part of our mastermind group. That's $30,000 a year. I know, because I have all the tools. Okay. So that is how that works. You are literally, this in itself is worth more than you would pay if you bought Captivation Hub for the entire year plus the course. Okay. I want to be fully transparent. And this is not AI. This is literally a person that if they cannot help you, they will jump on a freaking Zoom call with you to help you out. Okay. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff in here, like guided support. Like, let's say, okay, well, I want to learn how to use opportunities. I have no idea how this works. Like, tell me how this works. Well, I'm going to click on opportunities. And we even added those guided tours in here. So you can actually click in and you can hit next and you can hit next. My wife used to work at a bank and she was like, we should have those guided tours. I'm like, what's that? She's like, well, when I worked at the bank and they did the updates, they would give us these guided tours of the new software. So we added all that in. So if you don't know what you're doing and you don't want to talk to anybody, you can literally go and help yourself right in here. Okay. So that is a crazy amount of bonuses. I'm going to hand it back to Anita and then we can cover anything that I might have forgotten there.
All right. All right. So I've never heard someone talk so fast in my entire life. But actually, you know what? Monday, you were faster.
I'm slowing down.
That was very impressive. But everyone's asking, is this recorded? So yes, we are recording. So after the call, I will, if you need the recording, just private message me and I will send you the recording. But yes, let's do a Q&A because yes, that was a lot of information. I wanted to highlight some key points because a lot of you guys are coming from social selling, coming from network marketing, coming from selling the Learn and Earn Profits with Master Resale Rights course. There is nowhere out there that has 24/7 support like this. So if you're building a business with those other things, you have to wait for your rep to get back to you. And that's typically 24 hours. So you get a hiccup in building your business, you got to wait 24 hours to get it going. When I was building, my digital marketing with Master Resale Rights business, I had to wait 24 to 48 hours for whoever to get back to me because it wasn't a priority for them, right? Because they don't make any kind of money from me after the initial sell. So it becomes very difficult to get back, get the information back to you. So this is 24-hour support, which is unheard of in multiple directions, the chats and in the group page. There's always bound to be someone in there that will answer your questions. And so
can I show them something from the group? Why don't I do that too? Like
yes.
here's someone as example. I just pulled this like 15 minutes before the call and it is real. I just cut out their face. Okay. Just because I didn't know if I didn't have a chance to ask them if they were okay with it. I'm sure they would be, but they just literally said, y'all, I literally just started talking about my AI offer last night. I have 17 leads. Like I told you, it wasn't a lot and just got my first sale, $47. Literally took me less than 20 minutes to set up. And it's not me. And you can go, once you're in, you'll see this in the group. I wouldn't be telling you this if it wasn't true, right? Thank you for this. Cannot wait to convert everything else. And they have other software and they're converting everything into this. And the last thing I forgot to mention too, is like the support that you were just talking about. Here's someone else that was having a lot of trouble trying to figure some stuff out. And basically jumped on a Zoom and it was all done. And we actually have a wizard for this as well now. So some people are having issues. So there's a wizard now. So if you go in and you want to connect your domain, it's literally one button. We log in for you into GoDaddy or whatever Cloudflare thing you're using, and we will connect the domain absolutely basically for you. So yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but
no, it's fine. Bring that up. Also, another key point I want to highlight, you guys, is that when I create a funnel, it typically takes me 8 hours. It takes me an entire day. And I drop probably 50 F-bombs at the top of my lungs and I've slammed my computer shut. And I have literally texted Miguel and been like, I don't know how you do this. Like, how do you do this? This is crazy. So the funnel is created for you. You don't even have to create the funnel, which cuts out 8 hours of your time in building your business. All you have to do is worry about selling the product and talking about AI, which is also unheard of. So this is literally turnkey digital marketing business, getting your foot in the door, getting your feet wet. And people ask me about AI like 24/7. And I'm like, I don't have anything specific for you. Like people want to know about ChatGPT and AI.
Okay. Veronica is in. That's great. Basically, I have to get off this call and then I'll approve you into the Facebook group and then you'll have the video right there.
Okay. Anybody have
Good.
specific questions? Okay. That's me. Funnel building is not fun for me. No. And especially when you have to tie your Stripe account and your PayPal. And if you do a payment plan, it's like foreign language. And people literally pay thousands of dollars for someone else to create funnels for them. I already have a business website. Do I use that or create a different one when getting started with this?
Yeah, so a couple of ways you can do it. So what I would do is if you want to reuse the same domain, you can do that. It's called a subdomain. So you could say, let's say your domain is workwithanita.com. You could do launch.workwithanita.com. So you just, when you go through the quick start video that you'll see, we go to settings, you go to domain, you type in your domain, just type in launch dot whatever your domain is. And just, if you want to use an existing domain, then that way you can keep your existing business. And then this business can be completely separate. Now, if you want, and then you change your mind later and you're like, you know what, forget it, I'm just changing everything over, then just type in workwithanita.com, for example, and then it will switch everything over. But just know when you do that, yeah, you're definitely switching everything over. So we don't need you to switch it over. You can use multiple subdomains, as they're called, but the front part of a domain is called a subdomain. So basically you can just type that in. The other thing I'd recommend is just buy another domain. I mean, personally, I'm addicted to buying domains. So I'm like, ooh, that's a good idea. Maybe one day I'll come up with something for that. So you don't want to see my GoDaddy account. It's funny. My son, he had never bought a domain before. So I'm like, you got to do this. So he's like, hey, Dad, what's a GoDaddy? You know, like, yeah. And by the way, I did say he did it in 25 minutes. I should probably tell you, my kids are freaking geniuses. They're pretty smart. So I didn't want to make it sound like, oh, like what a 12-year-old did it. Like a 12-year-old did do it, but he's pretty smart. But yeah, you can also go buy your own domain, another domain name. That's so even Anita did that, right? She had another domain. So we're like, hey, let's buy another one. We bought workwithanita.com, and yeah, that's what we did.
I have a billion domains too. I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna snag that just in case. And also was an entrepreneur by like 6th grade, selling whatever. And same grocery store story as well. I was always
We're like twins. We never even knew it.
we're basically siblings. Like I would stand in the magazine aisle and be like, ooh, work for yourself. Because I watched my parents work 24/7, and I was like, ew, no, thank you. Like, I'm gonna get y'all out of that. And
that's so funny. That's exactly my story. I was just like, you know, my parents, they're amazing, and I wouldn't be where I'm at without them. But like the only times ever, and this is what I love about them, the only times I ever saw them fight was about money. And that just stuck with me my whole life. I was like, that ain't gonna be me. I'm gonna fight about other things because I'm an idiot sometimes. Sure, we'll fight about that. I take full responsibility for any fight in my entire life. You can tell I've been married forever. But you know, like, but money is not going to be one of those issues, man. But
yeah,
anyway,
for sure. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I'm inside Captivation Hub. Where do you recommend we start? Is there a step-by-step of what to do for us that are not tech savvy? Okay, thanks. Or we already answered that, right?
Yeah, 100%. As soon as they get access in there, basically it's all automated. I just have to go and hit approve. So as soon as I go and approve you, you will have the video right away, and then you'll have access to get started.
Okay. Does it include a website?
Yeah. So again, this is like, if you go buy any other software on the planet as of today, okay, I'm sure people will start copying our idea. Okay. You don't get a website set up with a product and a membership. Show it to me, like send it to me. You're not going to get a $15,000 funnel, literally, that was designed, okay, that no one else has. This isn't like some copy that I went to some website and downloaded a private label, right, thing that's awful. Like I've shown some of them to Anita and stuff, and most of those are terrible. This is like a professionally designed website funnel that you're going to get, and you're going to get it all like literally sucked into your system, so that when you start and you watch that video, guarantees, okay, like I'll literally guarantee it. I'll guarantee that you can do it. And if you cannot do it and our tech support cannot help you, I will personally jump on a Zoom call with you and get that thing up and running. I'll do that for you. Okay. So there we go. I can't believe I just said that. There goes my
you're
weekend.
Gonna be busy.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not going to be busy because I know how good this is. You're
right,
going to be able to make it happen. Like I'm not even worried about it. And and if you can't do it, go on chat support there and they will 100% help you.
Yes. Okay. Can you talk about the text message? Do we port in our number or do we have to purchase a new number? If this doesn't make sense, I can unmute and ask.
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah. So we basically partner up with a texting provider, Twilio. So that's who we're using. And so we try to get the best rate possible for everyone. So you're paying through our system, you're paying, I think it's a penny and a half per text. Okay. So most of the other ones are either that or more expensive. For example, Project Broadcast is a popular one, is about 3 cents a text. Other ones are about 6 cents a text. So it kind of just depends. So we're partnered with them. So all the texting is done through our system. There is the ability to port. So if you want to do all that, I know exactly what you're talking about. Just send me a message. And if all of that, again, I don't want to get too techie with everybody on here, but just send me a message or send Anita a message. She'll connect us up and I'll help you out with that question.
Okay. Next, would this take place of System.io for the MRR course building or for the funnel, basically?
Yeah. Do you want me to address that or you can?
Yeah. That would be great.
Yeah, like basically anything, and you'll see in the group, there are a lot of people that are using other products, I'll say, right? And again, I have nothing bad to say about any other product or funnel building tool, but you can 100% move everything over and it's pretty painless to do. And once you've moved it all over, then you have everything all in one place and you can do everything. And the other thing I'll say about other things, I'll say, whatever it is that you get, make sure that you actually have the videos. Okay. And some of these things, maybe you don't, but I would say, like, for example, with the AI stuff, like you actually, like the videos are going into your account. Like you physically have those videos. You understand what I'm saying? So you have the membership. It's all on your platform. Okay. And so when we go out there, and we're going to talk about this in on Monday when you get the full course, how to find the right private label, right things, and the right multiple things, MRR things, and all those things. Again, I don't know any MRR specifically, so I'm not talking about any specific MRR. There are very amazing products out there, so I have nothing bad to say about any of those things. But what I will say is you got to make sure you buy the right ones so that you have the videos, so you can install them, so you literally actually have something to show. And so that's kind of what I would say is like, absolutely, definitely just port everything in, because I know that tool specifically. And again, I'm not talking bad about the tools. It's just, there's a lot of things that it does not have, and maybe one day it will, but it just doesn't right now.
Yeah. And for those of you that are building and doing MRR, you can certainly do both of these things. You can offer more than one product on your page. I certainly offer a ton of stuff, but let me tell you, when you are able to text message your people who are interested in MRR but did not purchase, your conversion explodes. I sent out a text message blast about MRR a couple of days ago or a couple of weeks ago. And I think I closed like $3,000 at the end of the day in sales just from that text message blast. And it was a simple 4 or 5 sentences. And it was just like a quick story about someone's success. And so when you can integrate and bring over your funnel and your system from MRR over to Captivation Hub, that is going to help your business exponentially, because most of my sales with MRR happen on the back end. They happen on the 3rd, 4th, 5th email or text message. It's not happening in the first conversation I'm having on Instagram. In fact, a lot of those conversations end in, I'm not interested, but I captured their information when they came over to learn about the price of that course with master resale rights. So now, as of as soon as I brought my funnel over to Captivation Hub, I believe my list is at like 3,000 people who have shown interest in MRR. So I can send an email blast or text message blast to 3,000 people. And that's called working in your sleep. You can set that up on automation so that can happen while you're in bed. So it's another way to reach people, because also people check their text messages above all else, right? That's like the first thing people's eyes go to, text message. So if you send out an email blast to your list of 3,000 and you simply say a text, hey, I just emailed you some really imperative information about X, Y, and Z, they're going to go check their email more likely than if they didn't do that or see that. Same thing goes with you on social media. You guys do not own your social media. You don't own your followers. Instagram can shut you down tomorrow. In fact, I started a page 8 weeks ago, and Instagram, I stopped posting there because Instagram was like, hey, you're banned because you posted about an opportunity to make money. And I was like, I haven't been banned anywhere else. Why am I banned here? So I couldn't post that page for 4 days. Yet I still kept making money because an email list, a text message list, you own that list. And if you decided, and we, heaven forbid, we don't want you to leave Captivation Hub, but if you decided, hey, I want to go somewhere else, you can download your list and it's your list for life. My list is 30,000 deep right now for like my big list, just 11 years of collecting email addresses. If I wanted to make a quick $5,000, I just send an offer and it happens. And that's how I built and ran my last 3 years of my Beachbody business, was just on my email list. So it's powerful stuff. So yeah, you might see somebody selling digital products with like 5,000 followers saying they've made $20,000 in a week. That's probably because they have done the work on the back end to build a big list. So building a list means that you don't have to have a massive following. Building a list means that you end up in people's inboxes more than your social media post ends up in their inbox. If you keep making social media posts, you are relying on the algorithm, and that sucks because let me tell you what, last week I sent a text message to Miguel. I was like, algorithm hates me. It's over. Reels aren't working. But I still have an email list of 30,000 people. So if the algorithm decided, hey, I hate you right now, we're not pushing your reels, I still have my email list. So my life isn't actually over. I can still make money because I own that. And that's my business right there, is my email list, not my Instagram following. And a lot of people take breaks from the internet all the time. So if you can throw something in their text message, you are going to make more sales than if you were just relying on social media. So that's why this text messaging and the email automation is so imperative to long-term success in affiliate and digital marketing, not just digital marketing, affiliate marketing. So it's super crucial that you are thinking big picture here.
I love that you said that, because so many people get that wrong, right? It's so honest. They think that influencers, like you've got almost, I don't even, maybe you have more than 1 million followers, but people think that, well, influencers just sell, like they do a story and people make money, and they don't realize that, like you just said, like 95% of their sales are not even happening from that. It's crazy.
No. And literally one day, my reels reach went from reaching 500, like getting 500 comments, to 0 overnight because Instagram was like, nope, you're done. That's the nature of the beast. And you cannot rely on that for a legitimate business. It is dangerous to put all your eggs in the social media basket. Okay, there's
Awesome.
more questions. Okay, where to go? Can we have access this from all of our devices, Mac, PC, phone?
Yeah, so we have access to on your Mac, you can do it on your PC, and we actually on the phone, like to build a funnel on your phone, first of all, I would not recommend. It's not possible. And so basically you can do it all on your PC or laptop, but we do have an app coming out shortly, and I probably shouldn't even say this because we're still testing it, but it is coming out probably in October. And so that app, what it's going to be is it's going to be the conversation portion and the contact portion of your hub for you. So basically you'll be able to go in there and you'll be able to load up your phone and you'll be able to do all the texting if you want. You can do the email blasts if you want, all that stuff you can do through your phone. You'll be able to have conversations because, like, for example, Anita sends out a blast, and if you do things right, your email list is going to go pretty quick. Okay. Your texting is going to go pretty quick. Anita didn't get 30,000 people overnight. It's over time. And so if you follow our system, you're going to grow that. And then, like I said, 12 months down the road, you might have a list of 1,000, 2,000, 5,000. You're going to have an app on your phone. You'll be able to like send the blast. And then when people respond, I know Anita does, she goes into Captivation Hub and responds right through there. It keeps track of everything. It organizes your life. I'm not an organized person, so I need the tools to organize me. So that's the way it's built. It keeps me on track.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Is the AI Secrets the only pre-built funnel we receive?
So we're actually going to give you 3 pre-built funnels. So you're going to get the AI funnel, you're going to get the Facebook funnel, and you're also going to get the funnel building funnel as well. So you're going to get 3 different funnels.
What if we aren't an LLC? I saw a sole proprietary brand was an extra 20 something dollars.
Yeah, so it depends. As of September 1st, okay, there are fees, and this is for every provider. This doesn't matter what you're using, whether you're using Twilio, for example, or anything like that. So this is more of a texting question. Basically, as of September 1st, the US is passing regulation, and we've talked about this a bit, Anita, basically where you're going to have to register yourself to have a phone number texting capability. This is the same for Project Broadcast. This is the same for everything, because the US, whoever's in charge over there, again, I'm not getting into politics, but whoever's in charge right now, they passed a law that everybody that's sending text messages has to register who they are. So that hopefully it will help consumers. Then that way, if you have a number, then it's going to be registered in some database. And so, personally, I'm not going to talk bad about the government, especially on a video call, but I will tell you that, yeah, you have to register. We don't get any of that money, just to be totally clear. We've actually made it very easy for you to do so, and other tools will have to do that too, or they're going to get shut down, just so you understand. So what we did is we jumped the gun, not jumped the gun, but we set it up for you. So if you want a phone number, you go in there, you register, that goes not to me, it goes, and Twilio, same thing. If you don't believe me or anything, you can go to twilio.com right now and you can go get a number and they're going to tell you the exact same thing. And you're going to have to go through their process. That all goes to the government.
All right, this is probably more so a question for me. Would starting this in MRR at the same time be too overwhelming? You could purchase both because we do have the sale price right now, the pre-launch price. So if you bought MRR, you would get this at $297 rather than $397, and then the price goes up to $497 on Monday. So you could purchase both and then start with one, build one, and then begin the next one. If you can read and follow directions, you could probably be done with both of these things in a matter of 2 weeks, if not less. If you put in a few hours a day, I don't think it would be too overwhelming. I certainly wouldn't try to do both at the exact same time, but you can certainly sign up for both, get started on one, and work your way through both.
That's great.
Miguel, I have Kraken. Is my CRM and all mails and texts are sent through it? Is this the same?
Yes, I'm a bit familiar with it, but basically, it's not that portion of it. I guess, yeah, you could do through there. I hesitate to say it's the same because this is the big thing as a marketer you got to understand is that you can go out and get all these tools right now. Like nothing I'm showing you does not exist right now. You could go and buy all these tools separately. The magic of this is it's all in one place. So that's really what changes everything for you. So you could absolutely get this and still keep your other texting platforms if you want. You can absolutely do that. Like to me, again, like I said, I actually don't make any money off of any of that stuff. Like I said, so it's completely up to you to go do whatever you want to do. It's way better to just put everything right into one. So, but yeah, it's completely up to you. You can send your text separately and then do everything else in here.
Okay, this phone number registration is taken care of with A2P registration in Captivation Hub.
That's right. Yeah. So again, not to get too techie, but you got some smart people on the call, which is great. Yeah. The A2P registration 10 is mandatory. So that means that any phone number in the States has to be registered. There is a workaround right now, just so you know, if you don't want to go through it, you can get an 800 number. So you want to text through an 800 number right now, it is not mandatory. So if you want to go in and you can buy an 800 number, again, all those fees, they're not for me. So if you're asking what are the exact fees for that, you can go in through there. We don't hide them. They're literally all there for you. And by the way, when you send any text, we literally track every little thing. So you can go and see exactly to the penny how much was charged to you. It's all in there. And we've actually made it really cool and really easy. And I don't usually talk about this, but since people are asking, and actually this is a bonus for this week. I don't know if we're going to keep it for Monday, full transparency. We might not. So what we actually did, all these fees to me, they're freaking annoying. Okay. Just to be totally clear, because they all go pretty much to the carrier. So what we've done is if anyone that wants to get started right now, We've given your accounts, if you start, you get $10 credit for life. Okay, this is really important. Okay, so that means for $10, okay, someone was asking about exact prices for text on our platform. It's 0.0158 cents right now per text per the platform. So that means you can roughly send about, 600, 700 texts for about $10. Okay. There's also an email fee. Okay. That's in there. And so with our fee, you could send about 7,000 emails for $10. So if any single one of you has more than 7,000 email addresses, or you think you're going to send more than 600 texts, then these fees will kick in. And so that's what I did, is basically, so anybody honestly, if you're at that point, you're probably making money off of these blasts, like Aaron, that's my wife. Like Anita said, right? So Anita explained really well, like she'll send out a blast and it works, right? So at that point, if you're sending more than 600 texts, and you're sending more than 7,000 emails, then at that point, then the fees will kick in, right? So that's basically how that works. And that's only for people on this launch, okay? So if you go tell someone about Captivation Hub, we're just going to pass on the carrier fees to them.
Okay, somebody wanted to know the cost of the 3 courses. What are they to charge for it?
Yeah, so we'll break all that down for you in the training, but basically the one you're going to get today is $47. The funnel building course is going to be $27, and then the Facebook ads course will be $97. Again, that's, I guess you could call it suggested retail price. You could sell it for whatever you want, but that's how the funnels are going to be built out. Okay. And all of those have a free opt-in, every single one. So you don't have to go. And I really want you to understand this. Don't go and set the product for free, because that is pointless. You already have something of great value for free. They're going to go watch. And then once they go in the next step, you need to sell them something. Right. And so that's how that all works. It's not just, a lot of people build one funnel just to do one thing. Funnel, opt-in, sell my thing. That's not what this is. This is a dual opt-in funnel. So it's got you covered in both angles.
Now, question, can they increase the price? So say they want to sell the AI course for $100. Can they do that?
100%. That's what I'm going to do. Just so you know, I'm going to sell it for $297. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a video up front to the whole thing, which you can easily do, right? So you can go in, and this is if, to get started, you just want it to work, right? But once you have that, go in, modify it, like add a video up front where it's you, and you're like, could shoot it really easy, be like, hey, Miguel here, super fired up. You took action on getting the AI course. And pretend it's not me in the video. Let's say, I partnered with my friend. He's got incredible experience in AI over the last 25 years, has worked XYZ places. He's built this incredible course and module for you. I'm so excited to present it to you. All the real estate agents out there, this is going to completely transform your life. It's going to show you exactly how to do all the AI stuff in an hour and a half. You're going to watch all these videos. You're going to be an AI pro better than everybody else. Enjoy the videos. There you go. I've just rebranded the whole thing for real estate agents. Like that's what you do. And that's what the top marketers on this call are going to do. Okay. Some of them are, and I get it. You want to start, just have it up. Great. But if you want to really start selling it, yeah, sell it for $297. Absolutely.
I plan on doing that. Okay. Let's see here. I don't know why, but people like $297. People like it more than 100. Like, it's so weird. Yeah. People they're like, ooh, $297. It must be really good.
That's exactly what it is. It's crazy. Like, I know marketing, and I just told you earlier, right? Like, I'll buy things that are more expensive. I will not buy things that are cheaper. I just assume they're terrible. Like, so.
All right. Somebody wants to know about IG growth and algorithm changes and things like that, which I could speak to. So anybody that purchases this course from me will get my social selling blueprint completely free. I normally charge $397 for that course. I am going to be giving it for free to everybody that signs up for this course. Most of you already have it if you bought the MRR course, but I will be providing that to those of you who need help with growing social media. If you don't need help with that, then by all means, skip it. But that course is 5 hours worth of everything I did to build 1.5 million followers. And no, it's not because I'm talented. It is legitimate metrics that I figured out through trial and error, testing and failing, deleting reels, making reels, like learning the trade. So I literally put everything I know about making money on Instagram, which can help you in selling these 3 products. Unless you want to exclusively do Facebook advertising, that's fine too. Or you can do both, which is what I would like to do. And that gives you more power, more sales, more money in your pocket. But let me just tell you what, Instagram is free marketing. And if you know how to work the algorithm and you can play with the algorithm, you can make serious bank on Instagram. So that is what I'm going to be giving everybody that purchases this course. So
can I get it too? I guess I could go steal it from your. Just kidding. I gotta go watch it.
Absolutely. It is just literally me talking about everything I did to build a 7-figure income through Instagram alone. So
that's amazing. You should charge more for that.
I know, right? I've been told that a million times by people that have taken the course. They've been like, I've learned more in 5 hours with you than I did in 7 years in my network marketing business. I'm like, well, there's a reason I built a 7-figure business in a network marketing business. So, okay.
And while you find the next question, you can keep looking, but that's an important point she said. Like, you could go buy 30 things all for $97 trying to find the right answer, or you can pay the right price for the right answer, and you will save not only money, but opportunity loss is expensive. And I've learned that the hard way in life and understand. And again, I have a thriving business. I don't really need to sell you anything, just to be totally clear. Okay. But what I want you to understand is like, this is like a one-time lifetime moment. I think probably for lots of you, like a few weeks down the road, you're going to hear about this and you're going to be like, how are you selling that? And everyone's going to be telling you it's Captivation Hub. I'm telling you right now. So, and come Monday, it's going to be more money and you're not going to get the $10 credit and you're going to be, and I see this all the time. I saw it a lot in network marketing, affiliate marketing. There's a lot of people that won't do it. And then they'll jump in 2 years later and they'll be like, okay, I'm all in. And I'm like, cool. Now it's $500 a month and now there's no credit and now texts are $1. Like, and so you're locking all this in like right now, like you're locking it in, right? So.
Okay, not sure if you answered this. Okay, wait, hold on, more questions. I have a few affiliate links. So these links on Impact, CJ, etc., can be moved to Captivation Hub, right?
Not sure what. So CJ, you mean like, oh, she's talking Commission Junction, probably?
Yeah, I think that's what that is.
Oh, that's Impact. Great. Yeah, no. See, it's a good thing I actually know my stuff. Otherwise, I have no idea what they're talking about. But yeah, so basically, yeah, you can move all that stuff over into Captivation. We have a whole affiliate tracking basically system that you can use. So yeah, you can do that. You can even replace Beacon if you want, or what's the popular one? Linktree used to be popular. What's the other one that everyone's using right now for their links?
Store.
Yeah, so people, they come and go all the time. By the way, just be careful. Like they're the ones that are popular before, they won't be anymore. And the ones that allow you to add the products in, they take ridiculous fees from you. Mm-hmm. So in one of the videos, we actually show you on Monday. Yeah, and Monday you get most of it. We'll actually show you how to create your own basically link tree if you want, and you can customize it however you want. You can put your things, your logos, you can link to all your products, and then when people buy, you keep all the profit. We take zero. I want to be very clear on that. Like many of the other tools that are like, oh, it's so easy to use, they take money from you, right? We're not taking anything. The only fees that we take are like the monthly fees to pay for the services, and then a small little percentage off of all the text, only because we have our fees that we have to pay too. Okay. But like I said, I don't even like those fees. That's why I'm giving you the $10. I'm thinking 99.9% of you will never go over the $10 monthly budget. And if you do start to go over, like, then send us a message and, you know, we can talk about that, because at that point, if you're going over that many texts and emails, quite honestly, then you should have a pretty thriving business.
Right. Okay. I don't mess around. I bought the entire year. Veronica bought the entire year of Captivation Hub. Good for you, girl. That's awesome.
That's the $10 credit, you're going to get it right in your account. Like I said, we're incredibly transparent on all of that. So if you go to settings and you go over basically to your business, you'll actually see a wallet in there. You can actually go into company billing. And I would show you one, but you know, it'll give away someone's details. But basically in there, you'll be able to see every single charge, every single text, every single carrier fee. And right there, when you log in, if you've already bought and you're in, a lot of you have already, like my phone's blowing up, so that's great. If you go over to settings, go over to company billing, and in there, you'll see a credits tab. And right there, you'll see a $10 balance on your credits. And that is lifetime. So I want to be very clear on that. Right now on this call, that is the deal. We could change that tomorrow. We're not going to change the prices of everything else. That wallet deal is right now, okay? Because I have to put all that money up front, just so you know. I got to go buy those minutes from Twilio. It's not like I'm just giving you $10. I'm literally buying it for you, okay? So you need to either do this or not do it. It's completely up to you. But again, after this call, if you're like, hey, Anita, do I get the thing? You probably won't, okay? But it's right there. You can go see it and you'll see it.
Yeah. So with my social selling blueprint, somebody asked, I was giving my social selling blueprint to those who bought the MRR. So somebody wanted clarification on that, but that Roger, I'm stopping that eventually because I will be bringing my social selling blueprint up to 1,500 because everyone has told me to do that. So that's going back up to 1,500. And then, okay. So someone asked, as a beginner, but as a complete beginner, what is the best place to start? This has been a lot of good information, but as a complete beginner, what is the best place to start?
Yeah, 100% here. Like, and I know people have asked some great questions. You know, they're more complex questions. Don't let that throw you off. Like, I'm glad they asked because I was able to answer them for you guys, but this is a beginner course, just so you know. It takes you from the beginning to the end. Like literally when you watch the AI course, you start from creating your AI account, okay? I was in network marketing, so I understand that people need to start from like literally the beginning. Like literally, this is how you create an account. This is how you log in. You see over the shoulder while I log in. You see over the shoulder, like PayPal. I don't just tell you, okay, this is where you go to install your PayPal. I literally have a video of like, here's how you go to PayPal's website. This is how you copy out this, then you paste it over here. So honestly, as long as you can press pause, you're going to be good to go. And you're going to learn it the right way, okay? Because there is a wrong way and a right way to do things. You're going to learn the right way. You'll be able to build on top of this knowledge.
A lot of questions about the price. So tonight it is $397 as a pre-launch offer. Then it goes up to $497.
Yeah, I can show that again on the screen so they can kind of see. Well, let me let me go to the screen so it doesn't confuse people. Okay, so basically, this is a big question. So let me go here and share screen. So this is the screen you're going to see first, right? So you're going to fill in this info. This creates your Captivation Hub account. You'll see 970 right there, but you'll also see 97 below. Again, we're selecting by default this one because it is technically the best deal. But if you want, you can choose that. No problem. Full transparency, I make more money if you pick this one. Okay, so I'm just telling you, this is the best deal. I want you to have the best deal. Okay, once you click the complete order button, you're going to go to step 2. And then in step 2, you're going to get the $397 deal. So when you combine both prices, it's less than $497. Okay. The reason it's 2 order forms, okay, is I'm actually technically not selling online profit secrets. That's Anita, right? And so in order to create your account, you just create Captivation Hub. And then once you buy this sucks everything right into Captivation Hub. That's why I'm telling you, there's nothing else in the world like what you're seeing right now. I'm sure other top marketers are going to start copying this idea. You're going to see it everywhere. You're going to know who created it. And because it just makes sense, right? No one just wants to buy a course and not be able to have the tool to use the course. That makes no sense. And no one wants to have a tool without a course, right? So kind of makes total sense. I'm surprised no one's done it. So
I want to also highlight the fact that making a course was the hardest thing I've ever done. It was intense hours. It was planning. It was recording. It was
how many times did you cry?
I cried every day. I lost sleep. It was horrendous. And I've literally said many times, I don't ever want to do it again. And that's why I started doing PLR, private label rights, or master resale rights, because I don't want to ever create another one ever again. You guys are literally going to benefit off of what has been created here, being able to sell these 3 courses. People don't want to create courses. It is incredibly hard. And I think maybe because I'm my own worst critic, so I'll look at what I do and then I'll delete it and have to redo it over and over again. So for me to give away my social selling blueprint does not align with my spirit whatsoever, but I know people need the help. But for me to give that work away hurts, because I know how hard it is to make, and how much like, I would say 11 years of knowledge went into that course. So I have to reiterate, you're getting to sell a course that you did not have to create, which is insane. And also, as a beginner in digital marketing, if you don't have a following, it is far easier for you to make wins with smaller course prices than with something that's $500. Okay. If you want to come out of the gates winning really quickly, it's going to be a lot easier to sell things at $47 or $97 than it would be to sell something at $497. Eventually, it will become easy to sell things at $497. But if you have 100 followers and you've never talked about anything in terms of digital marketing or AI or anything like that, the first thing people are going to say to themselves is, what is she even talking about? So the first thing you have to do is build trust. Then you've got to build relationships, communication, and consistency. It's going to take you several months to get people to look at you as a trusted advisor enough to buy stuff from you. So as a complete beginner with no following, I'd say this is going to be your best bet, because you're going to get 3 items to sell as tools, and you're not giving somebody master resell rights. They can't go sell this. So you're not creating direct competitors with yourself. What you're doing is you're selling knowledge and information that the entire world wants and needs, and that positions you as a trusted advisor. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you're not willing to be consistent in your marketing efforts, this will fall on complete deaf ears. So you need to know that you've got to do this work up front on building trust. And then as far as Facebook ads, that's a completely different beast. You don't have to do all that trust building and all of that positioning, but it costs you money to run ads, right? So it's like a trade-off. What can you do? I would do both, and I would start learning both, because they're both very important. But you're going to have to create trust. So selling something less expensive is going to get people in the door in the practice of buying from you and knowing that you're legit and not a scammer, or you're selling them garbage. When you start selling them really good stuff and it's a lesser cost, you're going to have more wins on the front end. It's going to be a lot more of a happier journey for you. Selling something when you have 100 followers and you're selling something at $500, trust me, you're going to have to build a lot of rapport and trust over time to be able to get it going. It would probably take you months to get things going. As opposed to this, you'll likely see sales a lot faster. And it's a great way to introduce yourself to people as a digital marketer and expert in the field.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Someone was asking about basically what to post on social media. So, and again, this is pre-launch, so some of these things may not stick around next week. So we might clear some things out of the group. But one of the things, Anita doesn't even know this yet. So what we did is we got the person that created they helped us create now social media, and you guys are all hearing it first. I just found this out like right before this call. We're actually going to give you on Friday, anyone that gets involved over the next couple days, on Friday, we're actually going to do a post. You're going to know before everybody else that anyone that sends one of our assistants that's in the group right now, you'll meet her once you're in the group. It's actually a whole bunch of people that are all using one Facebook account. I can't remember what name we gave this person, but anyway, she's going to do a post, and in that post is going to say anyone that messages her the link with a working site, okay, meaning that you went through the 15-minute video, you got it working, it's working through your Stripe. Anyone that sends that to her, she's going to send you back exactly what to post, an entire thing that you could post. I think it's 4 or 5 pages of text. Plus, you're going to get, I think it's 5 or 6 different images that are all done in Canva that you can go and download right into your Canva account. So you have exactly everything that you need. So we're going to do that for you as well.
That's awesome.
Jennifer Jones. Is that a cool name? Jennifer Jones.
That's amazing.
Yeah. It's a few people, but she's awesome.
That's amazing. Yeah. And great to put in your stories, great to put on your Facebook. But yes, selling multiple products, digital products over time positions you as a thought leader, positions you as a digital marketer, rather than just coming out the gates with one product and pushing that, constantly. So also, with master resale rights, to speak on the longevity of this, I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon. I think it's an amazing opportunity, but we are, with selling this, you literally create competition within your own following. So your own following becomes your competition. And over time, as you sell something with master resale rights, you start competing with people in your following. So you stop having as many people to sell to. That's why having a Reels strategy is so important, but not everybody can make Reels and, are proficient in that. So that's where the challenge comes into play too. So Miguel and I have talked about MRR many times, about the longevity of this. And it is a complicated topic because, everybody is going to eventually be selling it in the next 5 years, right? So it's kind of like earn your money from it now. Just like with any course, course information becomes irrelevant in 10 years, right?
All courses, yeah.
Yeah, everything becomes irrelevant. MRR will become irrelevant probably a lot faster than, 5 years. So positioning yourself as a legitimate, real deal digital marketer, selling multiple digital products and helping people create those things, and talking about digital marketing as a subject is a long-term strategy, which will help you to grow more clout or more, position you better as a leader. And this is going to become a $1 trillion industry by 2025. So, everybody's like, hey, does timing matter when it comes to joining a business opportunity? Absolutely it does. Absolutely it does. From an MLM background, I saw it firsthand. Timing was of the essence. The people that came in when I came in, those are the people that, rose to the top a lot faster than if you were to come in 10 years later. The same thing goes for positioning yourself in an industry, getting in early, establishing yourself as a thought leader, positions you better to sell things down the line and continue to sell digital products beyond these 3 digital products. Okay.
Yeah, 100%. And the growth of this is insane. And I can't say that enough, is that it's just getting started. She's totally right on the $1 trillion. You can go Google right now, $1 trillion industry courses. You'll see it everywhere. Like it's just exploding. Everyone's guessing what the date's going to be. Some are like 2024, some are 2025, some are 2026, but like it's a ball that is going. And like I said this on another call, again, this is my prediction. I think within the next 5 to 6 years, people working for their own business is going to surpass people working for someone else. I think that whole thing is about to flip on its head, and we're not even close to that pendulum going. And imagine if you were someone that was established over the next year, like the opportunity for you is crazy. Like it's crazy.
Millions of dollars in potential. And it is already considered the top paid profession of 2023. And I think Miguel and I can attest to that. I don't know of many people who work from home part-time who make $200,000 in 5.5 weeks. It's insane. So build yourself now, build for the big vision, build your following, build your reach now, because it's only 2023. And so you're getting ahead of the game. And that's the key. You don't want to start in 2025 trying to get yourself ahead of everybody else, right?
Too late.
Yep, you're too late. Once you've heard, when everybody knows about the opportunity, it's too late, right?
Oh yeah, it's exactly it. No one ever says it when they're in it, but I'm not in it. I'm a software guy, so I'll tell you, and she's telling you. That's how everything works in life. Everybody that says that's not the thing, it is a thing. It's a thing.
Yep. All right. Any other questions? I could sit here and talk all night long about this subject, but I
love hanging out with you, so I'm good.
But this is a lot of fun. This is a ton of fun. I almost reposted that stat this morning. I share that stat like crazy. That's like my biggest selling point. I'm like, hello guys, get on the train. Okay. Does the working link for Jennifer Jones need to be AI secrets or any funnel you have to get bonus?
I honestly, so full transparency, I have a marketing team. Like, this isn't just me, by the way, right? So I'll have to ask them. I kind of just said, I got excited from an email I saw while I was on this call. So I was like, ooh, I'm going to tell them. So I don't know the details on it. They're going to post about it, I think, tomorrow. So then you'll have all the details there. And Jennifer Jones is also very nice. So if you guys don't get it done by midnight, I'm sure Jennifer Jones will help you guys out anyway. But what we really want is, we're not trying to, just to be very clear, we're not trying to get you to buy anything by doing that. What we're trying to do is the people that are already in, that's how, I probably shouldn't have said anything on this call, but we're going to post it in the group. So I wanted to tell you, the thing is, like, we want you to succeed. And I know that sometimes some people need a little pushing, right? They sign up and they get all excited. I know I studied NLP from Tony Robbins, neuro-linguistic programming. And I know sometimes people take action on something and then they feel like they already did something because they've accomplished something. But then the reality is, well, now I got to get to work. And then, roadblocks happen, which, by the way, are a good sign. If things don't work perfect the first time when you first go through everything, that's great. That's the universe trying to hold you down, and you got to break through. Anything great that Anita ever did was not easy. Let me tell you, I've known her for years. It wasn't like, wow, that was awesome. Well, everything just works perfect. Like, no, it's like, it's hard. It's like you're hitting your head against the wall, like trying to jump, and you got to like put in full power to get over that hurdle, or nothing happens, right? So that's Jennifer Jones. She's going to do that post to try and get those people, just to make sure they have success. Like, I could sit here and collect the $97 every month, and who cares? But like, I actually want you to win. I want you to win and start selling stuff. And that's kind of a little push that we're going to do.
Is Jennifer Jones a real person?
Actually, we're going to have an event, I think, and we'll reveal who the Jennifer Joneses are. I think that'd be kind of cool. Eh?
There's multiple idea. Jennifer Joneses. That's awesome.
Yeah. There's multiple.
I hadn't seen that till just now.
Yeah, there's multiple Jennifer Joneses, and as this grows, there'll be more. So
that's awesome.
And I'll mention, by the way, all of that's done through Captivation Hub. Captivation Hub allows you to manage Facebook groups, so it's all done through there.
Okay, same question as above. Can we start out with $97 a month and then change to yearly subscription later?
For now, yes. I'm not going to reveal numbers or anything like that, but there's a goal number that we kind of have, and at that point the prices will go up. So I'm glad you kind of asked that. So I can probably say yes, that you can upgrade probably for the next month or two. And again, full transparency, don't commit me to that. We may change it in a week. But almost for sure, when we release the new app that's coming out in October, we may increase the prices. Okay, so just so you know, like, as of right now, you could sign up for 97. And then you can upgrade anytime you want. You don't need me or you need to call anybody. You can cancel right through the app. Just go to settings, and in there you got your company billing. You can go and upgrade right through there. If you need help doing it, you can go into our chat. We can help you do it, or you can message in the group. We want you to have the best deal. So yeah, you are locked in. You are locked in for whatever price you pick. Okay, so that's a great deal. I was showing on another call. We're running out of time here, but on another call, I was showing I was a grandfathered into a pricing with Kajabi. Some of you've heard of Kajabi, before it became a big deal, and I was paying $9.97 per year as a founder of Kajabi. Then I don't know if you guys know who Brendan Bouchard is. So he got involved. I think he became co-owner or something like that. He's got some deal worked out with them. Anyway, so that all took off. They changed their pricing completely. And now to get the same price that I have, which is $9.97, it's called the founder's pricing. I literally loaded my screen on the other call and I showed them this. I have unlimited everything in Kajabi, like you will get for Captivation Hub. Everything's unlimited. You get everything unlimited, just so you know, you get unlimited funnels, unlimited everything. I have that for Kajabi. Now that same thing is plus $20,000 per month for Kajabi, just so you know. So software isn't like things that stay the same. The prices do go up, but you will be grandfathered in for whatever price you pick. All right.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go get these kids fed. If
Good
there's no
plan.
other questions. All right.
I'm gonna go see if Jennifer Jones approved you guys. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine. I have recorded this. So after we eat dinner, I will get the link out to whoever needs it. Just DM me on Instagram or Facebook and I'll send the link over with the recording.
Sweet. I can't wait to see you guys inside. I hope you guys learned a lot. And if you didn't buy, that's totally awesome. And that's great. And maybe we'll work together someday. And if not, that's cool too. I hope it was valuable and worth your time.
Yes. All right. Thanks so much. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, everyone.